What's going on, people? It's Mr. Dore back again with another podcast. I hope everyone's had a great day. We've got a game tomorrow, people. So tomorrow it's Crystal Palace v Forest, and there's a lot to talk about. If you want to get involved, get in the comment section now. But like I said, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And everyone, I've done a poll as well. Who's going to win? Palace, Forest, draw? You don't know. If you want to get your score predictions now, please get in the comment section now. Right, got a guest. We've got the OG. First of all, we've got we'll start with the OG, the man himself, Glenn. How are you, Glenn?
Yeah, very well, very well. I'm going to echo everybody else that's been talking about Forest in the last sort of 3 to 5 days. How excited we are about seeing these new signings playing at Palace, and then we derailed a little bit, and it seemed to have come back onto the rails in the last few hours. I'm excited about tomorrow, but yeah, this it's going to be spicy tomorrow, isn't it?
It's going to be very spicy. So people seriously love to Glenn. We've got a special guest. Rich looks cheesed off. I don't know how. I just went on Rich's stream. Make sure everyone does subscribe to Uga Eye Football. It's in the title. I don't know how Rich is feeling right at the moment of time, because we did a stream and he's like 50-50 on everything. Richie, how are you, my friend?
Just hearing them say excited to see our new signings and stuff is just ticked me off even further. Cheers, Glenn. I'm good. Look, at the end of the day, on the positive side of things, the last 3 months has been unbelievable. The FA Cup win, the Community Shield win, fantastic. Unfortunately for us, obviously, behind the scenes stuff haven't gone our way through negligence on our side as well. So I said to you before, I'm not the one that's going to go out and just say blame Marinakis. Marinakis was looking after Forest. He did what he did. We should have had our things put in place. I am annoyed with UEFA because we aren't actually an MCO, but they've applied their rule. I hate the same rules, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. We weren't proactive in meeting that deadline. I just hope they have the same energy for Manchester United, Man City, and that in the future. And I think that's my biggest grievance, more so that than anything else that's happened.
But like I said, people, Rich is here as a Crystal Palace fan. And like I said to Rich before the show, whatever's happening with all the Palace, just be, like I said, Rich is not coming here just to disrespect people. Please be respectful. If you're not, that you'll be taken off the stream. So, like I said, be respectful. Rich, like I said, I went on his channel and there was really positive about what's happening. Rich can be balanced on how he feels about it as well. So, like I said, make sure everyone subscribes to Rich, because Rich is a top guy. I'm in for you for years, and like I said, he does great content, like I do. He does Palace content, and like I said, be respectful. That's all I'm going to say, people. Right, where shall we start? We've got a game tomorrow, and before we do all this game back tomorrow, there's so much. Like, if no one saw the stream yesterday with myself, Des, Steve, and Glenn, it's been, as a Forest fan, I had to get Glenn on, and I walk from an outside view from Rich as well. Glenn, and people in the chat as well. How are you feeling about what the hell has been happening for the last 48 hours? We signed Douglas Luiz. Throws the grenade out of nowhere. Glenn, how are you feeling about everything?
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. It was a real difficult day yesterday in terms of what might be happening with NUNO. I think getting everything in such a really positive, the outcome from the game against Brentford, first half in particular, such a fantastic performance. Some signings coming in this week, confirmed, and then a couple of additions. I was so buzzing about a game on Sunday, and then this just almost deflated me a little bit, to be honest, Dore. My thoughts are that obviously there are a number of people involved in misleading, accurate, made up. Some of it nonsense. It's never good, regardless that you air your dirty laundry in public, and that's apparently what seems to have happened. Although I'm confident that tomorrow will hopefully be the beginning of the development of moving forward in terms of that side. I think Steve, I'm not sure if he's watching, made a fantastic point. Ultimately, my concern is how this would affect the team and the players going into tomorrow. And it really shows, and he made a fantastic point, their professionalism going into this, knowing what's going on in the background. That if this was back in the 1980s, probably players would read this in the back of the Evening Post and then get on with it. But it's so much more of a public issue now that they can't help but be involved with it. And I do hope that this doesn't impact their ability to get themselves ready for tomorrow. Personally, I'm hoping Nuno is there and is very much kind of involved in getting that team on the pitch, and at the end of the game walks around on the pitch and as he always does, claps the fans. What I don't want to see is any waving.
Yeah,
you saw that at Chelsea last week. Obviously, reading between the lines, that was obviously something that was related to someone else leaving. And what we don't want to see is that happening with Nuno. Nor do I like reading the speculation about alternative head coaches and managers going on, moving forward. I'm hopeful. I'm always a hopeful optimist in terms of the best situation that the club's got together. But if this is something this is a broken relationship, then there needs to be something happening very, very quickly. But I do hope they can put something together to reconcile and move forward. And those that have said things that perhaps they shouldn't have said or whatever, gets it sorted very, very quickly, whether it's Marinakis, Edu or Nuno. I do know that Nuno doesn't say things by accident. It's obviously very...
Remember what he said to you, Glenn? Was it Birmingham away? What did he say to you?
I had a chat with him at the end of the game. He came past the back of the stand and I said, "How you doing?" He went, "I've been better."
Yeah.
That was the defeat to Birmingham, for those of you who didn't know. But yeah, it wasn't a great day that day. I do know that, it's easy to say the Portuguese speaker his English isn't great. It is really good, and he knows exactly what he's saying in press conferences and when he's put under pressure, and he knows exactly what he wants to put out there in the public. And if it's not great for him and the relationships change, whether it's Edu or the Marinakis group not being happy with the situation we're in, obviously, Rich, very different situation for you as a result of all of this. But personally, if it's something to do with them not being happy with the way we finished last season, Leicester, Taiwo, beyond that, then this is something that shouldn't now be raising its ugly head week 2 of a new season. It should be put to bed over the summer. So I'm hopeful that tomorrow is the start of a rebuilding process and that the team aren't affected as a result, because that cannot be something that we allow. And we'll be there cheering them on and being the loud noise that we will always be. But we do hope that the team are ready for a really tough game tomorrow and looking forward to it.
Before I get Rich, I think someone checked yesterday. Do you think, because with all the past situation and now Nuno's done this, do you think it could be a deflection of trying to get rid of I don't know. Do you think? I don't know. What do you think about it?
I've heard a lot about this actually, and it wouldn't surprise me, but it does put us in this kind of typical Forest kind of, we've seen the Trent Enders theme and all of that kind of soap opera that comes along with Forest. It wouldn't surprise me actually if it's a way of deflecting and diverting. All the magicians do that, don't they? Look over here while something else is happening over here.
Yeah.
It may be, but I have a feeling it's something a little bit more involved than that.
Before I get Richie, I want to say a happy birthday to Colin. He's a member to my channel. So Colin, happy birthday for tomorrow, and hopefully Forest win as well. We've got Thomas to subscribe to your channel as well. People, make sure you do subscribe to iFootball as well. So thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. as well. Davey, good evening as well, friend, absolutely legend. Chelsea as well, she's always as well a legend as well. Rich, like I said, before we talk about it still, as an outside looking in, when you saw all this happening, as Pies fan, what do you think about Nuno? Has Pies ever had a situation with the manager?
Yeah, we have it all the time. In all honesty, you know what? When this came out yesterday, it threw me. I was like, where's this come from? And it gave me a little bit of hope. I'll be honest with you, I was thinking, wait, this could work in our favor here, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not expecting much from tomorrow. I hope we get a point. And I'm just talking based on like squad depth and your business in the window. I'm sure we'll get into compared to ours and stuff. Ebbs has now gone to Arsenal. Wish him all the best. He's absolute legend for us. You know, we haven't had the time to bring players in and so on and so forth. Then this comes up just like, oh, there's a little bit of turmoil in the camp. Ooh, interesting sort of thing.
You know what, Rich? I said exactly the same. I was like, all this about new signings, Louise. We've got parts where we've got them now, and now
this is what we were saying about Brentford as well, wasn't it?
Yes.
All the upheaval and all that last week. Exactly what we were saying. It might actually work to our favour. That's what I'm hoping it won't tomorrow for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously with it, I mean, it's going to sound a bit hypocritical on my end in the sense of like, I'm going to contradict myself because I don't agree with Nuno coming out in public and saying what he said.
Yeah.
But then I know that Glasner's come out and criticised our board for not spending. So that's what I mean. This sounds a bit like contradicting. But I think with the Nuno situation, if there are tensions with, I believe it's with Edu. And I know that obviously Edu and Makanakis have a very good relationship. Not in your pre-match press conference. Don't bring it up then. Because there's already mess with this fixture anyway. And you've just gone and chucked a grenade in there. You know, I just feel like it's, for your fan base, it's probably the wrong time to have done that. I'm sure it's over to do with signings. I think the rumours about Adama Traore and stuff.
Sure, that's the problem.
On the flip side, I'm thinking, all right, maybe he hasn't got the player he wanted, but my goodness me, the business you've done has been fantastic. So, like, kind of just get on with it. You know, whereas with Oliver Glasner, he's fuming because we're letting our best player go. We've not got our replacement in. Like the whole fan base, one of our guys, Dan, he put a poll out on X and said, in the next 5 years, who would you rather see stay at the club, Parish or Glasner? 90% voted Glasner, which shows how much he's done for our club. You know, and unfortunately, when I say this, and I know there's going to be a lot of Parishing fans, no one's saying what he's done hasn't been great. But this is the fourth summer window where he hasn't backed the manager. Patrick Vieira came in, did a wonderful job to start off with. Summer came, didn't back him. He then had a terrible window. Roy Hodgson came in, wicked back end of the season, didn't back him in the summer. He then gets sacked in April. Glasner comes in, wicked back end of the season, didn't back him in the summer. And now this summer again, it looks like we're not backing him, or we're backing him too late. You know, so there's a difference in stories. I feel Nuno, I think, deal with that behind the scenes. Yeah. You know, focus on the game at hand. For Glasner, I'm not surprised he's come out and criticised Parish for the lack of transfers. So Nuno, if it means we get something out of tomorrow's game, thank you.
No, you know, like I was speaking to the lads about it. Like I said, we're all buzzing about, especially the Douglas Luiz sign, because from Forest quality player. And if we get the Aston Villa version of him, like I said, I thought he was fantastic and that. And now you hear journalists can write whatever they want to put because that's their job and that. And saying that he wasn't Douglas Luiz signing and all that. And then when you say Rich here, you say, oh wait, we got a chance now. We've got a chance. And like I was saying to like, I don't want to go no more. I don't want to go tomorrow. Because it's going to be like, not Glenn.
You're a chicken door. You're going for the chicken. You're going for the chicken.
That's what I said. I'm going there for the chicken. That's why I'm going now. So I don't know. Tomorrow's going to be very interesting. But
yeah, football's going to take a massive hit tomorrow because all the talk's going to be everything but football.
Exactly.
It's going to be obviously the CAS situation. It's going to be Nuno, and
talk about
it's going to be all of that. It's going to be all of that.
People, make sure you do hit the like button and subscribe as well. Make sure everyone subscribe to Eagle Eye Football, Rich's channel. I did a video for him as well, live stream before this. So if you can, please after the stream, you can watch it. Right, we've got it. Like I said, Rich just mentioned it, and I'm going to mention it again as well. But and get Rich about this. There's all this CAS situation, and I know it's boring, and it's and so we'll try and make it quick as possible. We spoke about it, Rich, before it all happened. Now, as a Forest fan, and I don't know if Glenn will disagree or agree on it, I said to you, I feel sorry for the Palace fans because I said I think me and Glenn we witnessed Forest in UEFA 95-96 under Frank Clark, and it's fantastic to see. And now, what's happened now, as a fan, I was just a bit because you won the FA Cup fair and square and you deserved it, and I was happy for you lot. But for yourself, Rich, how was you feeling when all this happened? When you first heard it, like, oh no, here we go. Now Forest are joining in. What's your opinion on it?
Yeah, so obviously, I know it's going back at this so much. Obviously, the first thing I was thinking, March 1st deadline. Why has it changed? But it changed. That's their thing. It changed. Cool. And my thing was more so like, all right, it's the March 1st deadline, but we were playing against Millwall. No one expected us to win. Cool. Whatever. We ended up winning it. Then it rears its head, and it's like, oh, this is actually going further than I thought. I thought it might have been something really quick and it's over and done with. The fact that it's taken it took 6 weeks, I think, in total.
Yeah.
From start to finish. Obviously didn't help either club, I'll be honest. Obviously, initial thoughts and feelings of thinking, oh my gosh, it's got to be us. We're going to be made a scapegoat. You know, there's bigger clubs that have had this issue and they've got away with it or they found a way around it and stuff. Then in the heat of that, the media then throws out, oh, Marinakis has sent this letter or something, which then fuels things even further.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know the context of the letter.
No one does.
I'm assuming
yeah.
It's asking for clarification. That's what I think it is, to be honest. A lot of other Palace fans believe it's saying, look, Palace have done this. Either way, let's just say it, whatever way it is, no matter what, Marinakis is going to look after his club. So I can't begrudge him that. My biggest gripe is UEFA. And has always been UEFA. Because, like I said, if this was Manchester City and Girona, if it was Man United and Nice, if it's the Red Bull sides, they will find a way to sweep it under the carpet. Seferin, one of the UEFA owners, I think 3 years ago, actually went on a podcast and said, oh, by the way, we know there's a club that's a motor MCO, but we're pretending that they're not and stuff. And it's all to do with finances. It's 100%. The big clubs, they will find a way around it. Granted, I will look at Parish as well. I'll like I said, I'll look on both sides. I'm not, and that's why you said I'm 50-50. I don't know what Marinakis has done, but he's got Forest's best interests at heart, and it's worked. It's successful. At the same time, Parish should have got more visual things in check. Personally, this whole thing with Textor, minus the first window, it just seemed like a poison chalice. It was just going down the wrong road, and like there was a sign that the HF put up, like saying like, John Textor, we don't trust you, sort of thing. And like it's always been toxic with John Textor. And unfortunately, we've lost out on the appeal and stuff, and this is what's happened. It's frustrating because like we earned the spot, but I guess we're gonna have to learn a lesson for future.
What do you think about Palace fans blaming Marinakis? Do you agree on it? I know it's a tough question to ask.
It is tough because, like I said, we don't know the
ins and outs,
the full ins and out of that supposed letter. You know, and this is why you've never heard me come out and say, he's done this. I've never said it, you know, because I don't know, you know. But once again, he's looked after Forest and you've reaped the benefits from it. So if our owner was a bit proactive, happy days. If he has gone out and said, look at Paris and listen that, once again, yes, he's looking after his club, fair enough. I'll be a little bit more annoyed then. But once again, he's looking after his club. Like he's got no loyalty to Palace, you know, so.
Exactly. But good answer. Like, what about you, Glenn? How do you feel about all this situation with?
I think there's one winner in this situation. It's not Forest. It's Textor, who's turned 89.5 million into 190 in 4 years. Selling in July 42.9% of your club for double what he paid for it in 2021, right? So he's come out.
Yeah.
He's come out and doing all right. The biggest losers are obviously you and all of your fan base who are no longer watching your club play in the competition that they rightfully should be playing in. There are obviously bigger connotations to that in terms of what UEFA have done. That they've set a very clear 30% of it, one individual owning a club that would then bring upon this sort of issue. And obviously there's a number of other clubs that have fallen foul to that.
Yeah.
The biggest issue, I think, for me though, and the thing that would leave a real sour taste in my mouth had the coin, it'd be on the other side, is like you said very well, moving of the goalpost to the 1st of March when you were against Millwall, and I couldn't even tell you who we were playing on that day.
We played.
So yeah, it's a really difficult situation, and I will go tomorrow, and every Palace fan that I meet, and every Palace fan that I work with, every Palace fan that I know, I've spoken to and said how I won't swear, how messed up this situation is for them, and how much they're coming out of Wembley twice now, having won competitions, one of which obviously would lead towards this, and are feeling like they've been hard done by, and it's a situation now. Obviously, we hope that you will get through the conference process and you get through to the knockout stages, and we think you're a really good candidate to win the thing, and obviously getting yourself into Europe a second time next year had that happen. But for now, it can't be a good situation for anybody. And like I said, Texter is the only one I think that's won in this situation.
Yeah, and on the Texas situation, I mean, I'll give you a timeline of events of stuff. It sounds mad. So apparently UEFA had told Parish, I'm not sure how true this is, these are just rumors, that if Texter then gets rid of his shares, then we'll be okay. But then within that, Leon get relegated. Then Texter sells his shares. That money is then used to say, look, I've got money for Leon now. It's okay. So they get reinstated back.
And do you over twice.
So yeah, pretty much done over twice. Not only that, the signings of is it Igor Jesus and
Jacques?
Yeah. He took money out of Botafogo. So Botafogo fans, they're fuming as well, by the way. So this is happening in the background. Because he took that money out of them to make sure that Leon don't get relegated into League 2. So I know he's working close to Marinakis at the moment. I say proceed with caution.
Allegedly, Rich, before he sues you.
Allegedly.
I think just not then. Sorry.
He is a nasty piece of work. And I'm not saying allegedly for that. I don't care. I'm saying it as it is. So I'm just saying it because I like you guys. Be careful with that guy. I know a lot of people like Serge on text this, that
I know
he's a very shifty guy.
I know there's rumors of he wanted to be part of Marinakis' bit slow, and I was like, oh no, please don't bring Texter in. But at the same point, he's got how much was it 250 that he brought? He sold, and like, give us the money, man. Give us the money, and then we'll be all right. But,
I mean, lastly, on the whole UEFA 30% thing. So obviously that's their threshold rule.
Yeah.
Texter only had 25% voting rights. Regarding the shares, it was a total of 43%. However, Texter himself only had 29% because the other shares were with that whole Eagle Holdings company, which he owes money to as well, by the way. So,
wow.
So UEFA only saw the 43% part of it, not actually what is actually his and what's not and stuff. So, like I said, all my frustrations are directed at UEFA.
Wow.
It's
crazy, people. I don't know if people know that we've got a game tomorrow. So that again, it's a good insight from what Rich is saying now. But black people, I've done a poll who do you think is going to win Palace or Forest. Let me ask you, Glenn. Like, we started with a win against Brentford, and then, like I said, we brought a bunch of players. Sorry, Rich, I don't want to rub it in. Like I said, we brought. Sorry, Rich. Glenn, how you feeling? Like I said, it's been a crazy 7 days, and now we've got a big game against Palace. How you feel? I know it's changed every day. So people in the chat as well. How you feeling as well? How you feeling about this game, man? What you thinking, Glenn? Are you feeling confident?
I'm confident. I'm confident. Equally, the last 3 years we've only won once or twice, and it's been 0-0 or 1-1 for the rest of the time.
Yeah, so it's 0-0 twice, 1-1.
Right.
But yeah.
It's unlikely since the first game. I think Morgan Gibbs-White scored, didn't he? That was the 1-0, and I was right behind the save that didn't quite get saved from Henderson last year into the Trent End goal when Woody scored to make it 1-1 again. It's going to be a really tight game, regardless of whether you've been able to strengthen, whether we play the 11 that started last week or we play around with any of the new signings. I think it's going to be a really tight game. I think there'll be 1 goal in it. I have got to say, I've got geographically, obviously my heart is 152 miles that way, but 3 miles that way is the training ground and 5 miles that way is the Palace Stadium. So I've got a soft spot for Palace. It's a fantastic family club. It's a very similar sized club to ours. The atmosphere in there is generated by a very similar type of ground is very similar to us. So it's always a stadium that I look forward to going to. And I think the club as a whole, I know there's 7 current first team players that are an academy graduate from Palace. So the way that they develop young talent, and I know how much the Cooper's Cope Road development there, the training ground. I remember when I first used to play over there, and it was Gambardo's and a couple of nasty football pitches, and now it's a fantastic facility down there.
It's a great facility. Yeah.
It's phenomenal, and they've done a really good job. In fact, it's something that if you ever get a chance, Forest fans, you should go and see, because it's exactly the sort of facility that we want as a training base. And across the road is the academy, which is an even bigger space. It's phenomenal. Yeah. Saying that though, I think the way that we've strengthened this last sort of 6-8 weeks, and the impact that you've had partly with Eze leaving and partly with the game that you've obviously got 3 days ago in your players' legs, it's
it's your voice, Glenn.
I've not even worked. I've been off work for 5 weeks. I'm not quite sure I've managed to lose my voice already, shouting across a sports field. It's going to be a close game, and I think we'll win. Although I've said to everybody it's going to be 1-1, so I'm conflicted. I think
I've been conflicted all week. After the last 48 hours, Glenn, I've been conflicted every single time. But before I do get rich, I want to say shout out to Paul, who's been a member to my channel for 37 months. Shout out to Paul for people. If you want to be a member to my channel, like Glenn is as well, people.
40 weeks this week, Dore.
A what?
40 months this week.
Shout out to Glenn as well. 40 months. So people if you want to be like Glenn, like Paul, and all the members as well, please be a member. People, make sure you do subscribe to Eagle Eye as well. Like I said, good football. It's good to help out other channels as well. Rich, I don't want to rub it in. Like I said, we've brought in 4 players.
Rubbed it in about 5 times already. Go on.
Yeah, I know. This is the 6th time. I know you brought in a left back, a goalkeeper, and this is it 7? How many days now? Is it 8 days to transfer window closes? Well,
pretty much. Yeah.
And
it's not long left.
You've not got much players. And I spoke on your channel about, and I don't know if Glenn agrees, about Will Hughes. If he scores tomorrow, I'm quit. No, I don't. But how are you feeling about the players? Like I said, Eze's gone. Are you a bit worried about not just for tomorrow's game, but who you're going to get? Because if you're not getting players, then you are going to struggle from now to the end of the season. So how are you feeling about it?
That's the biggest issue at the minute. I'll talk about the game tomorrow first, and I'll talk about our transfer business. I think the only saving grace for us regarding tomorrow, the game we played on Thursday, is I don't think we exerted ourselves because we didn't have to. It was a game that I think we were fairly comfortable in. Funny enough, I will tell you this: we did not play great, and still should have scored 5 goals in it and stuff. But the fact that, like I said, we didn't have a massive exertion, that might help with us tomorrow. Another factor with tomorrow, like, yes, we're losing Thursday, but it's just that creative spark that we're lacking at the moment. Justin Devaney played on Thursday, good in centre midfield. I don't think he's good in the attacking 10 positions. However, I do think he will start again tomorrow because we're going to need the work rate. And that's the thing that we're going to have to probably focus on, is just work rate and maybe have to catch you on the break. You know, we've got 9 days left of the window, I believe. And we need 4 players, I think. We need 2 attackers. Right. Here's why. We have, so Daichi Kamada will be back for next Thursday, so that's a plus. But then we've got Chadi Riyad, Chet Decore. Who else is injured?
Nketiah,
yeah, injured.
I'm so happy in Nottingham Forest, I'm not going to lie.
We've got quite a few injuries. One of our youth players, Hindula Mustafa, look out for him, quality talent. I think he's going to be pushed up into the first team at some point this year. Caleb Kapori has had a few injuries. He's our backup right back. He's got like a slip disc. There's a lot of injuries, so our squad's very thin. Glasner even said in his post-match, he's like, look, for the game against Fredrikstad, 17 players. 1 was from the academy. 2 of those players I've already told that they should find another club. So in his mind, there's only 14 players. You can't run an establishment with 14 available players. You know, so that's why I think we need 4. I'll say we'll need 2 to replace Eze. Another striker, just got obviously Nketiah's hamstrings. That's going to take 2-3 months. And we need a centre back, even if Mark Guehi stays, because we've only got 3 actual centre backs. So we need at least 4 players.
Wow. Do you like? I don't know. I like going Palace. I'm still on the stream. I like going to Palace, man. And as I said, I was so happy when you won the FA Cup, but I do feel sorry for your manager though. Like I said, we wanted him before we got Nuno. And
just keep Nuno, please. I don't want to hear any noise. That is a Marinek's sort of. He will be like, how much more can I be petty? Let me go and get their manager.
He's the most petty. The thing, and this is the thing about Manchester, we love him because when we beat Huddersfield, we took their 2 best players. I think he took the manager off the sent him PR cast. He's the most pettiest thing, and I think. When you see rival fans saying this about Marinakis, and we see him as Forest fans, like, we love him, but somehow at the same time, we raise an eyebrow and think to himself, why has he done that? But at the same time, we love him.
It's all part of the master plan, isn't it, Dore? It's
all a master plan. And again, all this nonsense is happening, and now with you lot, like, I think it's going to be, you know what? Imagine it's going to be just a 0-0 tomorrow.
I will take that right now.
Imagine just he's going to be 0-0, and then we just okay. All this hype of all this, he's going to be 0-0. But people in the chat, how are you looking forward to tomorrow? Is everyone looking forward to the game? Because I am. I think I need it. Me and Glenn need early night for this one. But
is Ola Aina fit?
Yeah. Yep.
There's no fit to start. It was really obvious that by 62, 65 minutes. It was blowing out his arse, and he wasn't quite the player that was able to get up and down the pitch.
Should we play Ismail Sarr on the left?
Fit to start. Yeah, I do know that from watching other previews that you're definitely going to attack that side. Equally, though, we've got replacements at that right back. That we can bring on and change our shape. So I'm hoping it won't make a difference. But he's our best and probably only right back at the moment, and he's playing super well.
He's a good player.
100%. We're on 35 minutes. It's been a great show. So people, please do hit the like button if you can. Subscribe if you know. And like I said, me, Glenn, and Rich will be there tomorrow. But like I said, we've got a great record there. So hopefully, I don't know Rich. When's the last time Paz beat us at your place? I can't remember.
Glenn Murray scored in the championship.
That must have been very early. Was he young? About 18? So like I can't remember, but
I can't remember which year it was.
bloody hell. People in the chat, what year was it when he scored that goal? Because I can't remember. Because I've got unbeaten record there, and all that. So hopefully it's a repeat. People in the chat, right? What's everyone's score prediction for tomorrow? And I'm going to ask Rich. I see you got a good point last week against Chelsea.
Yeah.
And like I said, you said you're short with players. How do you feel as a fan from now to the end of the season? Do you think you'll stay clear from bottom three? Because as a Forest fan, and I don't know if Forest fans in the chat will agree, my aim is stay clear for the bottom three. That's my aim, if I'm honest. Because look what happened to Spurs and Man U. What's your aim for the season? Just
I would like us to go as far as we can. Obviously, we've got to respect Frederickstad and get through the playoff round. And I've been telling a lot of people go, oh, we should beat them. Yes, we should have. We should have beaten 5-0. But these are teams that have had European experience before. We haven't. So just take one game at a time. I would like us to get to at least the knockout stages of the Conference League and then see where we go from there. Regarding the league, if we get the bodies in, I think we can push top 10.
really?
Yeah, because Glasner's a magician. Like, honestly, really good. Like, we lost Michael Elise last season. Ismail Assar came in, and he's been brilliant for us. So, like, if Glasner has the numbers, he will do what needs to be done. We just got to get him the numbers. If we don't get the bodies in, I'm concerned.
And if you lose Gahey or Wharton or anyone else?
If we lose Gahey, I think Glasner might walk.
You know what? To make it more banterous, I want Forest to be more petty. If we brought Warburton from your lab, the most pettiest thing.
Fantastic young number 6.
You can have Warburton all you like. That's bread. So, players,
I was thinking last day, Forest could be for Warburton or who's striker again? Striker, what's the name? Teta. That would be the most pettiest thing about that could do.
Yeah, to be honest, it sounds mad, but Real Madrid are already looking at him.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Wharton. Yeah, I heard that.
Real Madrid, Liverpool.
Phenomenal talent. Only 21
Madrid,
as well.
Good player, man. Really good.
Man City. I think those are the 4.
I heard the link with
I don't think he'll go. I don't think he'll go, if I'm honest.
No, I don't think he'll go this summer.
But
I think we'll look at anything upwards of 80 next season.
Yeah, he's worth
as long as he has a solid year.
Yeah. I think, what's that player that you got from Millwall, Rich? The
Romain Esse.
Yeah, what's it today? Because I remember.
Right.
Yeah.
Number 10 replacement, is he?
So, Glasner's come out and said that he doesn't feel he's ready for Premier League football.
Because he didn't play on Thursday, did he?
No. We brought on Orson Edouard. That says a lot. He said he's not ready for Premier League football. He said the talent's there, but he said, look, you can't just be showing me once or twice. I think he might not be training well. And Glasner doesn't like players that don't train well. So that's probably why he's not seeing minutes. I think tomorrow will be a good game for him. I think it'll be because we're going to need someone that's just going to have a little bit of trickery about them because we don't really have that. We have got we've got runners and we've got players that can pass the ball well, but we don't have dribblers with the ball. You know, and I think that's going to be key against most teams. So yeah, I'm hoping it's a smoke screen, similar to the whole NUNO situation.
That's what I said.
I'm hoping it's a Glasner saying,
could be a shake screen.
Yeah, he's not ready. Boom, and then start.
And you rested him on Thursday, ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. But if he
So
doesn't start
you're doing what we're doing. Everything that's happening is just a scope screen, and then you're doing exactly the same. So it's going to be
the cards close to the chest.
I generally think he doesn't rate him.
Wow, it's going to be a great game, people. Like I said, all of us will be there. I'll be doing my content as always, and with all this nonsense that's happening, I'm looking for. It's going to be a good game. As me and Glenn will say, we want Forest to win. Rich wants Pies to win. But I said, no, I don't want to draw. I want to win. I don't want to win.
I'll take it.
I don't want to draw. I'm sick of tired of draws. Because like last season it was 1-1 when Müller scored. Because you lot should have won that game. To be fair, was it offside goal, wasn't it?
He had a deflected goal as well. Was it Murillo that shot?
Yeah,
deflected heavily. Yeah,
you lot should have won that game easy. To be fair, but listen, it's going to be a great game. People in the chat, before we do go, I'm going to get everyone's score predictions. So if you want to do in the chat, please get the score predictions now. I know Colin has done his one where it says 2-1 to Forest. So Davey saying, sorry, 2-0 to Forest. Sorry, Rich. But here's what it is. As well, and say good evening, Bang Mash. Good evening with that. Right, who am I going first? Nash, you, Glenn. How are you feeling about tomorrow, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up in the morning. I'm gonna have a run. I'm gonna have some breakfast. I'm gonna catch
He's
up
a
with
park
my brother.
runner, people. If you see Glenn,
I'm gonna volunteer at Junior Park Run in the morning as well. I'm gonna have a really good start to my day. Unlike 2,499 other Forest fans, I'm getting the train from Brockley down to Norwood Junction, and I'll get off and have a pint or two, and then we'll go in and we'll see. Like I said before, I'm confident about tomorrow. I think we're going to show up. I hope we don't allow the smoke screen and the diversions and all the other things that are going on this week affect the way we start. And I hope we start well. And if all goes well, Wood will score after 5 minutes, and then we'll be able to breathe a sigh of relief. But I know for sure that it's going to be a toxic. I'm not saying toxic. It's going to be a spicy start to the game. I know for sure that you're going to come and make yourselves heard, and I do hope you do. And I hope it's a banter filled, but beyond that, nothing more. Start to the game, and then we'll have a really good 90 minutes of what I hope both teams come out, particularly for you, obviously for next week, having a game where you don't have any injuries, and we have an opportunity to see some players come in and see what they're all about, and then we'll see at the end of 90 minutes who comes out. I do hope it's us, although I suspect it'll be 1-1. Dore.
Rich, has your score prediction changed after half an hour since we've been on your show? Has it changed the same?
No, it's still my optimistic 1-1 draw. Really, I do. I'll be surprised if you don't beat us. I'll be honest. Like the way we are at the moment, like I said, we've just come for a game on Thursday. We've got a massive game next Thursday. Our squad's thin. If Glasgow works a miracle and we actually win, well, I mean, we'll be happy about it, but we'll be very surprised. I think we'll do good for 60, 70 minutes. Then I worry, because obviously like the strength and depth that you have off the bench, we don't have that. So but I'm gonna say a hopeful 1-1 draw.
With all the nonsense that's been happening, like I said, the last 3 visits at the park, it's been a draw. I think it's going to be a draw as well. I think it's going to be 1-1. I was negative last week, so that Brentford will win 1-0. But I'm going to be a little bit more positive and say 1-1. I won't say 2-1 to Forest because of what all that happened, but I just got a feeling that Will Hughes will score again. And if he does score, then I'm going to be fuming. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm saying, Glenn, he's like a Ryan Yates. Ryan Yates is an S-house. And with Will Hughes, he likes to wind up the Forest fans as much as he wants. And if he scores in the 90th minute, I'll smash my camera. I'll go mad. So, Will Hughes, if you're watching, please don't just be nice to us, man. But I see 1-1 as well. People in the chat, if you are rewatching this, get your score prediction at the bottom of the show. But yeah, it's going to be a great show. Rich, thank you very much for taking your time for coming on the show. And make sure, like some people, if you want to see Rich upset after the game tomorrow, after we win, you do your reaction shows after the game, don't you?
Yeah, so we tend to do fan cams on the day.
Yeah.
And then we always tend to react the day after. It gives us a chance to rewatch it, so we're not screaming down the camera like,
I'll be watching it. So yeah.
I hope you watch it. I hope you watch it if we get the result too. You know.
No, I won't be. Yeah, of course. I watch all channels, man. Like, I like to get reactions from it as well. But listen, make sure, like I said, everyone go subscribe to Rich. Just great content for Palace as well with all this, with him himself and his team as well. So, yeah, all we do is people click on it, subscribe. That's all I'm telling you to do. Me and Glenn will be there tomorrow, people, as always. I'm praying to God. All this nonsense, it's deflection tactics. That's all we hope. Before we do, I've got a super chat from Lenny. Thank you, Lenny, for the £2 as well. It helps me a lot as well, and it means everything to me. But yeah, shout out to Lenny. But yeah, people, if you are re-watching this, like I said, thank you for everyone respecting Rich, because like I said, I know there's a lot of Forest fans with hate towards Palace fans. Palace fans do this. I know. It's been when you watch on social media, it's all crap. But you've been balanced, and I like it, Rich. You've been balanced, and you're not gone over the top as some Forest fans have as well. But yeah, thank you, Rich, for taking the time as well. People, like I said, people will be there tomorrow. The usual vlog reaction. I think I'll do the review show Monday. If I get back in time in Nottingham from tomorrow night, I might do a late stream, a late one. So if not, it'll be Monday. So as well, shout out to the Canadian people. Cheers, I'm kind of looking forward to a great one. Thank you, Briz, as well. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. If you are watching this, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you at Sellers Park. Hopefully, Forest get 3 points. Make sure we get the tissues out for Richie. People, see you tomorrow. Peace and love. Up the bloody Forest.